Welcome. Welcome to Make a Selling Artist Live. Here today, we are talking about the 3 secrets for slime-free sales. What do I mean by that? That means I'm giving you a formula for selling without coming across or feeling like you're being a, pushy sales freak. So say hello as you are joining. While you're doing that, I am going to check in and make sure that I am live. Looks like I am live in both places. Fabulous. Okay, I think we are great. So as you're joining, say hello. I love to be able to see who's here. I do have the comments up today, so I can see that. And how many of you would like, let's start with this. How many of you would like to be able to sell without feeling like you're being pushy or you're sounding desperate? On a scale of 1 to 4, for those of you who are already here, on a scale of 1 to 4, hello, I see someone here. On a scale of 1 to 4, 4 being I absolutely would love to be able to sell without feeling like I'm desperate or without being a pushy sales freak, or 1 being, I don't really care. Let me know in the chat, 1 to 4, if you would prefer to be able to sell without feeling pushy or desperate. I've got some 4s. All right, well, while we're waiting for more people to join, here it is. I want to start out by saying, you're amazing. I really want you to hear that. Let that soak in. Let that seep deep into your soul. You're taking your product to the world. You are out here, you're hustling, right? You have your beautiful website, you're online, whether it's your shop or your website. You're doing in-person shows. You're out there and you're meeting and greeting people. That's amazing, right? Or some of you even have gallery representation, or you're seeking gallery representation. You have some big goals. Let's talk a quick minute about big goals. I want to talk a little bit about big goals. Let me see if hang on and I got to make sure I am live in this event here. I'm not sure if it is. All right, we'll see if this works. I am trying some new tech, y'all. So let me know if something's not working. Right now, I'm trying to go live inside an event and inside our Facebook group. I'm also live in YouTube. So for those of you who are joining us over there, say hello. But for those of us who are working hard, we're hustling. We've got our website. We're doing shows. We have gallery representations. We are doing all the things. I want to talk about your goals. Why do I want to talk about the goals before we dig in? Because you know that I'm a neuroscience geek and I want to give you the neuroscience advantage. Here's the truth. Every single time we focus on, we bring our attention to, we speak it out loud, we write it, we read it. Anytime we do that with our goal, we are 80% more likely to actually achieve our goal. This works with our brain science. You're getting the neuroscience advantage every single time you come out and you state your goal. So what is that? I want you to share your income goal. Let's go with these 3. If you are just wanting to make a little extra, like it doesn't really matter how much money you are making or how much money you're going to earn from your business, go ahead and type in extra. If you are here and you would like to make 5 figures a year, type in 5. Or if your ultimate goal is to make 6 figures a year and beyond, I want you to type in the number 6. Because we are using neuroscience to program our brains to what we want. Woohoo, woohoo, that is a big thing. So, all right. I see a 6. I don't know who our Facebook user is, but I love that. I'm on StreamYard, so sometimes it doesn't show me your name. All right. So I know that you are having people buy your work. You have people that buy your work. You know that people love your work. You're getting lots and hearts of likes. You're out there doing that, but you need more than that. You need more of the right people seeing your art. You need more of the right people buying your art, right? It's not just out there saying hearts and likes. We need people to buy our product, but we don't want to be constantly out there going, okay, buy my stuff, because it's just awkward. It feels icky. That's where the slime starts coming. When we come out and we feel like we're really pushing and we're really desperate, that's where we don't want to look. We don't want to look like we're begging, right? I hear you. So who's ever had that experience or even had those thoughts where you feel like you are being pushy? If you have, say me. I know I did for years until I understood what I call the sales psychology advantage. I just felt like I was always out there asking people to buy my stuff. I didn't really understand how to go about making my offers. So today we're going to walk through those 3 secrets to selling more of your artwork without any of that negative energy or backlash or bad feelings that we're talking about when it comes to sales. So say hello as you're signing in. If you are watching this in replay because you weren't able to be here live, I totally get it, but let me know. So hit hashtag replay if you are watching this at a later time. We have a lot of people from across the world. We actually have a lot of new people who have become part of our Mega Selling Artist community. So for those of you who have not been to a live yet, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. So say hello. I'm Shauna St. James. If we have not met, right? If we don't know each other, I'm Shauna St. James, and I am the founder of Mega Selling Artists and Women Embracing Wealth. This is my gig. I equip creative business owners, artists, creative business owners, makers, anyone who's out there who has a wonderful product that's out there to sell, that's out there to share with the world. I equip you with the sales psychology advantage so that you can sell more, right? You can increase your sales. Some of my artists, I doubled my sales. Some of my artists that I've worked with have been able to more than 10 times their sales using the sales psychology advantage. It'll also help you raise your prices, which when you can increase your prices, increases your income automatically without even having to sell more. Oh, that's my favorite little magic thing there. So let's dive in. Let's dive in really quick before we get too much further. All right, number 1, we're going to dive in right now. The number 1 tip that I'm going to give you for your formula, your slime-free sales formula here is you've got to stop hiding behind your art. What do I mean by that? I mean that you need to let people see you and see you often, and you need to become the face of your business. It's not just about your art. You need to be able to connect yourself, you, with your product. That is how you are going to make this business take off like bananas when you start being part of what's out there. So that's something that we don't necessarily know how to do naturally as artists. I do help you with that inside of our program, the Summit Seekers. We help you with all of that. I help artists who are introverts with the system. It's the Go Live for Introverts Facebook system. That's one of the things we do. And also, honestly, I love to help everybody as often as I can. So if you have an issue with that, you can also be part of our Video Pro Challenge, the Artist Video Pro Challenge. That is a free challenge that I offer, and it will help you become confident and really like a sales video pro when it comes to that. All right, number 2, you've got to build relationships. You have to be human. Be human. Even though we're building relationships online, these parasocial relationships, they bring about the same feelings. They actually trigger the same neurotransmitters that we have when we are actually with someone in person. All of those good dopamines, serotonin, all those goodies that make us feel good, they happen even when we're online and virtual. So go out there and be human. You've got to connect your art with real life. You have to be part of your product, and you've got to connect it to your life. It's not just this separate thing. So one of the things we do in the Mega Selling Artist customer collection formula is we really help you set up all your different platforms on social media so that you show up as a human. That is part of the formula. You need to know how to give your audience what they need to know, like, and trust you. That is the key. That rapport where people know, like, and trust us, we have to have that before any offer is going to make someone want to purchase, right? There's a lot to all of this. We got to make our offers irresistible. We talked about that last week. If you want to be able to, design a no-brainer offer, that's part of this too. But before we even get to the offer, we have to have people around us who know that we're human, who see who we are with our art, and who know, like, and trust us. Number 3, we have to be able to balance our content out there. We can't just be out there constantly making offers. Like we said, that's what makes us feel like, we're being pushy. That's what makes us feel desperate or like we're begging, when all we put out there is buy my stuff, buy my stuff. Oh, here, this is for sale. This is for sale. Here's this. How much is this? All of those kinds of things. We have to be able to mix the right percentage of our offers in with the rest of our content. We have to be able to give our customers really rich content. I call it rich content. And that's going to give them everything they need to be able to say, heck yes, I want that. I want that. And that is part of the customer attraction formula that we teach inside of Summit Seekers. You got to have all these pieces to make a sale happen, to have a successful sale, right? Sales does not have to be a bad word. It doesn't have to take us out of our creative flow. It doesn't have to be negative, but it can be miserable. It can be really miserable. I was there for so many years because I didn't have all the right tools. I didn't have the mindset. I didn't have the right mindset about sales. Strategy. You got to have the right strategy. You have to have a really crack system, a proven system that you can follow step by step. And then you have to make sure that you improve your skills, because all of our skills are what make the strategy and systems work, right? Doesn't matter how good our tools are. If we don't have the skills to use them, it doesn't help us anymore, right? So those are the basic foundations that we need. That's what we teach you inside the Summit Seekers. That gives you the sales psychology advantage. So why did I get into this whole thing? You're like, Shauna, okay. Honestly, I was the kid who always wanted to know why, and I've never outgrown it. My parents actually thought I was being very disrespectful and rude because I was always asking why, or my teachers, I wasn't being defiant or disrespectful. I just truly wanted to know why. You could have given me any answer, especially when I was younger, and I would have been fine with it. But understanding the why something works or why something doesn't work, or why we do this and we don't do that, it empowers us to be able to get the results we want. The more why we know, the better off we are in our businesses. So that's why I'm out here giving you the sales psychology advantage, right? I call it SPA. So the secret to every sale every sale, the secret to everything we do in our business is when we understand, when we know how the human mind works and what it needs to make a buying decision, it completely changes the game. The playing field is all ours. The goal is wide open. When we understand that our brains, our human brains, we have to have specific pieces of information, and we have to be able to experience the right emotions. There also have to be the right neurotransmitters flooding our systems that go throughout our bodies. We also have to be able to work through objections, right? We have to know how to help people work through their objections before they're ever going to enter their credit card and hit the buy button. That's the fact. So on a scale of 1 to 4, does the sales psychology advantage sound awesome? Yes. Yes, I know it does. 4. And I'm going to say 4. I hope you are all saying 4, because this will change the game for you when it comes to sales. So if you'd like to know more about how you can get the sales psychology advantage, of course, I would love to help you with that. And all you need to do is grab a call with me. What does that mean? Type in advantage, #advantage in the comments in the chat. I'll be following up on this content for the next 3 or 4 days. If you post that, then here's what's going to happen. I'm going to reach out to you and I'm going to give you a link to my calendar, and you can choose a spot on there when we will sit down, a completely free complimentary call. This is not an obligation for you to buy anything. This is for us to sit down and help you figure out what's missing from your sales system or your strategy, or where the things aren't aligning, and then make a plan for you, figure out what you can do next to fix it. If I can leave you with that, and that's all I leave you with, that's fantastic. Later, if you decide you're like, yeah, no, I think I want help with this, then absolutely, we can make you an offer and set you up in a training program that's going to give you all that. But that's not the point of the call. The point of the call is to help you figure out what you can do next. All right. So I want you to start making the income you deserve. You have an amazing product. It can change people's lives. I want you to be able to make an impact with that product. So let's get it in the hands of the people who we can serve and help. That is the whole point of our 3 slime-free sales formula secrets. All right. I will see you next time. Thank you for being here. Take care.